Soldier.
Soldier. Yeah, I'm worried about what he said about your engine. You expected Vernus or it's gonna blow.
Listen, I'm never going back. If you said I could die right now or live 1,000 years in the hells, I'd choose to go out now with my freedom intact. I don't expect anyone to understand that. But I've been dealt a hand most people don't have to contemplate playing.
Yeah, I respect your decision. I'm not gonna force that shit.
Thanks, soldier. Your support means I've got one less thing to worry about. That means a lot to me. You really are the best of the best. Of the best.
Yeah.
I hate the loot boys. I don't understand why there's such a type for so many.
The night at Sheris's Caress.
Cabaret here featuring Roll the Despoiler. The highest kicks in Baldur's Gate guaranteed.
The Despoiler? Ooh, kitty cat.
I put it on especially for you.
Don't take
Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay. All right.
I give it a good rumple.
Come to pay your respects to the real lady of the house, I see. What a clever creature you are. It's your lucky day. I am receiving compliments at this time, and you are most welcome to make an offering.
Your paws are fit to overturn only the daintiest of crystalware. Your tail can trip an unsuspecting servant with the grace of an empress. I've got better things to do with a goblin cat. Try and pet the cat. Try and pet the cat. Yeah, let's see here. She does have amazing eyes.
Oh, you are quite correct. I consider them one of my finest features. The unwashed rabble who frequent this establishment have much to learn from your deference, and I must suffer their foibles alone. But they do say a burden shared is a burden halved.
What's the shady pair over there whispering about? What shady pair?
Can't you hear from here? They're talking about the new top cat in the criminal underbelly. Go and listen for yourself. As for them personally, one never washes and instead douses himself with rose oil, while the other can't hold his drink.
Distasteful. Very well.
Don't take it off later.
Okay, well, we're gonna probably have to be back here at some point. So this is the Harper thing that for some reason has this on here, even though it's supposed to be in Char's Caress.
Brothel, pleasure house, den of decadent delights.
He'll be standing in front of the brothel. He's freaking out if people talking about it.
Let's go to Calm's Gums. Are you sure this? Let's send on. It's perfect for a show.
Do you have clothes? No one has clothes.
Need something? I've got the tools for any job.
Tools.
Any job.
Oh, any job, you say? After coming from a brothel, my immediate thought was something else, but she means crime. Yeah, no, yep, she means crime.
Whatever
Keep
you're
that in mind.
working on, hope that fixes it for you.
How about we settle on the Fondians and
Thilon's dancing axe. Our stock isn't used. It's tried and tested by the finest adventurers.
Uh-huh. What do you got?
Greetings, sir. Your noble bearing brings a little class to my humble establishment. How may I be of service?
See what you have for trade. No clothes. Yeah, I don't think he's got anything I'm gonna be using, it looks like.
Your father bless you.
Yeah, I'm like really hoping to find I just want to find a damn clothing store. I've gone this entire game so far with no clothing stuff. Oh, right. No, I got to talk to this guy about Harper ship. Jahira sent me. I'm here to meet some Harpers.
Harpers? I'm afraid I serve a grubbier class of clientele than that. More chancers than champions, if you take my meaning. Present company excluded, I'm sure. No, I don't know any, Jahira, was it?
Oh, never mind.
Anything else I can aid you with?
No, I'm just going to camp in your shop real quick and then teleport here with Jahira. Just, give me a second. Go to camp. Just,
This ritual Astarian Spawnkin spoke of. It seems his master has prepared a homecoming.
Something.
Ask it.
Yeah, you mentioned you know something of Illithids?
More than I would like. In my youth, I was a brief and very much unwilling member of a colony's hive mind.
Oh.
I felt the way they think, saw the world as they do. Foul, unnatural creatures who find the foulness in us and twist it to their will. But then, who am I speaking to? You have far more experience than I.
Mind is still my own, and I plan to keep it that way.
I believe you. You remind me of another I knew, marked by forces beyond their control. The gods can grant power or strip it away, but so long as your will remains, you have the only weapon you need.
Stay and hold here for a bit. You're always happy to not follow me.
Need something?
Hold here for a bit.
Darling, I'm hurt. I thought we had something special.
Uh-huh.
I guess I'll spend my evenings lounging here while you do all the hard work. It sounds awful.
Jahira.
Watching gods. But I never thought I would be happy to see this city again. Much less to smell it.
Yeah, cities. Yeah.
The Harper safe house I spoke of is on the bridge at Worm's Crossing. Danthelon's dancing axe.
Join me for a sec.
As you wish.
Okay. Please tell me I didn't get all of his crap again. Oh, thank God. I don't want to be having his entire inventory shoved into mine. Jahira.
The work is never done.
Okay, well, what am I going to do with her level up wise? I mean, shapeshifting is the most melee oriented one. Circle of Land. Yeah, I was going to say, I feel like she should be Circle of Land, a proper druid. Yeah, let's go Forest. Have Barkskin always prepared. Another cantrip. Lightning Bolt. Ooh, Lightning Bolt. That's not a standard druid spell. And Flight, Stinky Cloud, and Vampiric Touch. Gaseous Form and Stinking Cloud. I say Lightning Bolt. You know, we'll go Arctic because she was like storming everything nonstop when we first met her. Yeah, let's just do Ranger. Let's just mix Ranger in there. Mage Breaker, I kind of feel like she's more of a bounty hunter. But with the Harper, she constantly is hunting people, so I'm going to go with that. Beast Tamer, and then she's more of an urban tracker. She does spend time in Baldur's Gate. And then, yes, stealth checks. Let's go with the Ensnaring Strike. That's part of her thing. 2-weapon fighting. When you make an attack with your offhand weapon, you can add your ability modifier to the damage. We can also go with defense. You gain +1 bonus to armor class while wearing armor. She's technically wearing armor. And the more armor you have, the better off you are. So either +2 damage to her offhand attack, or +1 armor anytime she's wearing armor, which should be all the time. And I can always respec. We'll go damage. Sure, we'll take the Hail of Thorns, since that's a druid one. That's a ranger only thing. And now we have to choose Beastmaster. No Beastmaster. Either Gloomstalker or Hunter. I feel like Gloomstalker makes the most sense for what she does as a person. I feel like in the spirit of being more of a warrior, I'm not going to go Gloomstalker. And I feel like Colossal Slayer is kind of more her. Alright, let's go talk to this guy who told me he didn't know who Jaheira was. And then Jaheira will be here and be like, what's up? I'm Jaheira. And he'll be like, oh my god.
Greetings, sir. Your noble bearing brings a little class to my humble...
Oh, you can turn off the charm, Entharl. He's with me.
Blueberries. Thought I had a sale. You look tired, Harper.
I missed you too. They're already here?
Down below. Here's the key.
Do Harpers ever just stop and say hello? Or
Ha! Clearly you do not know our Harper Most High.
I wouldn't say that. We've traveled a long road together in a short time. The others will be taking their ease here. Entharl has been known to shelter Harpers when they need it.
Entharl has been known to charge rent. Harpers have been known to ignore him.
Yeah.
Now go on. The short father may send me an actual paying customer today. Right,
I already
Sonny,
looked at his stock.
You're on the door till our friends are done. Gods forbid we do any business today.
So where do we go? This way? Maybe here? Yeah.
Hi, Harper. May Seluna's tears shine on this meeting.
A very formal greeting, Geraldus. You are well?
Yes. Hi, Harper. Standing beneath Seluna's tears.
The lad's a little nervous, Jaheira. We heard of your great victory against Ketheric.
Doppelgangers.
Isn't nervous. He's terrified. And he's using Seluna's tears as some kind of code.
I understand, Geraldus. Take a moment. And you, Harper. There is something familiar about you. Doesn't she remind you of our old friend Marcus?
Jaheira's meaning is clear. Marcus was a traitor laying a trap. The same, it seems, is happening here.
Marcus was a cultist. What are you implying, Jaheira? I guess I will remain silent and wait for her signal.
The problem with Marcus, of course. We didn't end on the best of terms.
Really? They just... Okay. Oh, there's literally no wall here. Okay, I thought it was a glitch. Smart man. Get at us. Oh, good. There's oh my god, we got a proper surprise round from a cutscene. Yes. Ooh, doppelgangers, what I tell ya. Mm-hmm. Oh, good, it doesn't make him look barky. Oh, both of those are concentration. Fuck. God, my brain on spells is still so on like 3rd edition where there's no such thing as concentration. My bad. You know, let's be dumb. I'm gonna try the Dilophosaurus. We're gonna spit at people. We got our bite, which is 7 to 30. Holy shit balls. That's some spicy damage. Only got 14 AC. And our spit's 3 to 24. Slowly melts away their armor class, too. Blech. Well, I took no damage. I literally moved him away for this, so that wouldn't happen. Hey, try to push her in. Okay. It doesn't show me the AoE, but there's an AoE to it. Ooh, nice shot. All that for 2 damage, huh? God, that's so much damage.
No steel can save you.
Pounce. Leap at a target to bite it and knock it prone.
Best be on my way.
Really? Not enough distance? So I was able to pounce attack it, but not attack it. That's stupid. Stupid.
What to do?
We've got the tool for the job. It's perfect for a show.
Kill order. You won't have to wear those Harper smiles much longer. Orin has given the order. Kill the crone, but not before you tell her how her little soldiers died. Preserve some hair or sinew if you can. The Chosen would like to string a harp of her own.
Did I get it right?
Shaluna's tears. It is said no false face can stand beneath their light. An old code, Harper, but yes, you got it right. Now I need your report.
We had eyes on suspected cultists in the city, like you asked. We thought we were tracking them, but...
They were tracking you instead, evidently. Doppelgangers.
And they're not just working with the cult, High Harper. They're part of it.
Uh-huh.
Ballists, I think.
Sworn to Orin the Red, yes. We've already had the pleasure. Go on.
Everything seemed fine until your latest orders. Until we started to search for the Rajamar. They struck the same night. I woke to one of them strangling Chelvin, while smiling at me out of her face. She said... It said... that I'd report back to you as normal. Lure you here, and... I had no choice!
I'm sure it felt that way, Geraldus. The others were likely dragged back to Orin. Tortured. Sacrificed. I do not expect you to die for me. But to risk Entharl, any citizen who might have wandered in, there is always a choice. And the Harper must be able to make the hard ones. Perhaps this isn't the life for you after all, Geraldus.
No, Jaheira! Hi, Harper! Please! I'm still a Harper. I want to help!
You've scarcely signed up, boy. And there is a war coming. Why die a Harper when you could still live as anything else?
I mean, he did, as far as I'm concerned, he did good. He may have, the situation, I mean, if they all died, it was just like, what? If he died, then what? It would just be a bunch of doppelgangers in here. If anything, he's the entire reason we were able to ambush him. Yeah.
I want to fight. For Chelvin. For all of them. So it means something.
Death is death. To look for meaning in it is foolishness, boy. Childish storybook nonsense. Exactly the kind the Harper would spout, I suppose. Fine. I have no right to make the choice for you. Not when this mess is of my making. I sent the Harpers hunting after the cult, without thinking what it would mean to be hunted in turn. Now they are compromised. And if not for you, I wouldn't even know it. I'm sorry, Geraldus. Harper. And I owe you an apology as well. I haven't told you everything I hope to learn here today. First, Geraldus, you're the last Harper in the city I can rely on. Lay low and rest while you can. I have matters to discuss with my friend here.
I was gonna say, yeah, if it had gone, if he had ran away, or if he had died or tried to whatever and got killed in the process, we would have had no idea this was going on in the front. We'd just been ambushed.
I have not been overly generous with the truth. I came here to learn of the Chosen, true enough. But I set my Harper searching for someone else, too. Tell me, what do you know of a man named Minsk of Rashiman?
Karlak?
Oh my god. Minsk!
The name is as familiar as Jaheira's own. A hero of the time of troubles, who saved the city more than once.
Whatever. He traveled with you back in the old days.
I sense you mean no insult, calling scarce a century ago the old days. Which is considerably more insulting. Minsk is an old friend. Perhaps my oldest. We've fought at one another's backs times beyond counting. And the last time I saw him, I left him to die.
Left him to die? Yeah, sure. What happened?
Before we ever heard of this Absolute, we received word of a gathering in the Undercity. What we found was the first dark seed of this plot. A circle of cultists with mind flayers in their midst. We might have ended it there, cut off at the root, but before I could send for help, Minsk charged in alone. It was chaos. He was overrun, dragged down beneath a mass of tentacles. I had a choice. Stay and let word of this cult die with us, or leave him and live to fight another day.
I'm sorry to hear that. Sounds like a cruel choice to have to make.
The world takes much from those who presume to defend it. But sometimes, you get to take it back. So don't be sorry, because I mean to use you, if you're willing. Infection, indoctrination, eradication. That has been the fate of everyone the cult has captured so far, but it has not been yours. With your help, perhaps it need not be Minsk's either.
Yeah. Then let's find him.
As simply as that? For no other reason than that I asked? Perhaps you two will get along. Oh, the point is moot without the means to find him. Without the Harpers, we shall have to find another path. I'll have a better idea of what that is once we're through the gates. Seems I need to reacquaint myself with this damned city.
We're shopping for a suit. Dinner with my parents. Remember?
What I wouldn't give to meet the Gondian who invented the steel watch.
Can't return, eh? You're miss such a bargain. This motherfucker bought armor instead of a suit. Because it was on sale. Genius. So talk to you.
Sorry, chum, can't let you through. Worms Rock's closed for the day.
Not close to Duke Older Ravengard's own son, surely.
You having a laugh, devil boy? I know Ravengard, and last I knew, his spawn wasn't sporting those horns. The joke's on you. No entry. That's the end of it.
Investigator Valeria needs me in the lower city. A serial killer is on the loose.
Valeria? Well, I'm not messing about with a murder inquiry for damn sure. Straight ahead across the bridge. A blind ogre couldn't miss it.
That's right. Oh, got some time.
Halt! We do not know how you gained entry, but your trespass shall not be punished. Lord Gortash has been expecting you.
The Watcher's presence fades, but another takes its place. Confident, dominant, commanding.
My most esteemed guest, we meet at last. I am Lord Enver Gortash.
Ugh.
You are the prison bearer, slayer of the dread General Ketheric Thorm. I welcome you to Baldur's Gate, my city.
Pleased to meet you. Could we meet face to face? Or talk face to face?
Of course, of course. My steel watchers are rather adept at keeping the peace, but not entirely suitable for polite conversation. Allow me to formally invite you to my inauguration. Make your way to the ceremonial hall.
Invitation from Gortash. We shouldn't have any more trouble from the guards.
Real fucking weird that he can just take over those things at any time. That's pretty creepy. There's another quake.
This again. The brain is resisting its orders. Without all three stones to control it, it will soon start acting on its own.
Ooh, nice. Oh, good. It's what's her name?
If it isn't little Will, straight to your handler. And I didn't even have to whistle.
Mizora, I've had enough. You owe your life to me. Time to end the pact.
Feeling cheeky, are we? Most unbecoming. Heard about your father. The Absolute's puppet. A damned travesty, if you ask me. He's upstairs in Worms Rock, ordaining Gortash as Archduke. A splendid party, I hear. Perfect for crashing. Go on up. We'll talk after.
Who's Mr. Crossarm guy? Lord Portier's attendant. Okay. And then we got 3. Attend to Gortash order. Motherfucker. I have 3 quests all to talk to Gortash. Well, we're just gonna guide.
Lord Gortash is expecting you. Please make your way to the audience chamber.
Did he really just teleport there to make sure I go back? Christ.
Go on up. Pay Gortash a visit. A fate to remember, I guarantee.
Ah. Right, this will forcibly progress to the... Okay. Oh, all right. We'll go talk to Gortash.
Expecting you.
Yes, he's expecting
Please
me.
make your way to the...
Kinspeople, Baldurians,
That's his father.
and dearest Duke Ravengard. Thank you for joining me on this exceptional day.
It's him.
Gortash! This is it. I can practically taste his blood from here.
My father's here, Karlach. Cool your fires. He must not come to harm.
No, Will's right. We attack Gortash. Ravengard has to fall. Would fall too. Well, that would just be dooming his father.
Fine. I'll wait for now. But that prick Gortash is going to pay.
A moment, please, my friends. An old acquaintance has come to pay her respects. Please, Karlach, come and say a proper hello.
My respects? You're lucky I've agreed not to shove my boot up your...
Ah, how I've missed your colourful turns of phrase. We must catch up just as soon as I've had words with your little friend. As for you, I understand congratulations are in order. Thorm's defeat hasn't gone unnoticed. You're known for who you are and for that netherstone that you carry. The quakes are a clear warning. If nobody steps in soon, it'll free itself from the authority of the crown. I expect it'll start with turning the Sword Coasts infected. You among them. That prism of yours won't last indefinitely. Next, the grand design. The Mind Flayer Empire reborn. If we're lucky, we'll become slaves. If we're unlucky, well, not the most thrilling of prospects, but it's a fate that can be avoided if you and I come to an understanding. Together, we can still restore authority over the brain.
Of course. Gortash always did have an eye for opportunity.
To be honest with you, I'm not interested in bargaining with the likes of you.
The likes of you stand to benefit from the likes of me.
Uh-huh.
There's an old wisdom. A brittle alliance can never be mended. It can only break. With Ketheric gone, Orin proved treacherous. Baal's chosen wants the Netherstones for herself. She only cares for blood. And your blood and mine are of particular interest to her.
Not afraid of her.
You've met her assassins. Efficient killers, by all accounts.
Yeah, they
I know
suck.
you survived previous encounters, but she won't relent. Orin changes shape faster than you and I change clothes. You know, she's tricked you before. She's targeted me as well. I'm well protected, but she's extremely good at what she does. If Orin obtains all 3 Netherstones, she'll plunge the coast into chaos and paint the city in blood. I can't let that happen. I want to lead this city to glory, not scorch its earth.
You want me to believe you mean the city no harm?
I'd like to propose a pact, a divine oath sworn upon spirit and flesh. I do no harm to you, nor you to me. Furthermore, you'll have nothing to fear from my steel watch while our pact stands. Thorm's stone is yours to keep. When you slay Orin and take her stone, you bring it here, so the 3 are united once again. Together we rule Faerun as kings. No, more than kings. Gods. We rule as the absolute.
And my father?
Your father will do whatever you command him to, like any other subject in our kingdom. What do you say? Shall we be allies?
I can detect no deceit. This alliance could serve us well. And if it does not, well, we need not honor it.
Did you miss the part about the divine pact?
Let's be allies, said the viper to the frog.
Sure, we'll go insight. I mean, he would absolutely want this to happen, but definitely come out in his favor.
Gortash's eyes blink in a consistent rhythm. He stands calmly, confidently. He fully intends to share his kingdom with you.
Weird. As allies, it seems none of you can be trusted. You, Orin, Ketheric.
So Ketheric was ready to betray our alliance too. I can't say it comes as a surprise, but you should know this. I initiated this plot. I brought Ketheric and Orin together to create the Absolute. They knew this would only work if we stood united and coordinated our powers. Their ambition blinded them to reason. I don't suffer the same affliction. In short, you can trust me.
Nah. Don't want to. The hell is with your pact?
What a shame to refuse the power of a god.
It's not the power of a god.
Perhaps a demonstration of why you need my help will motivate you to make the right decision. Your camp is compromised. One among you is an imposter, a faceless. Who, I can't say. I'd suggest a thorough investigation. You'll find I speak the truth.
An imposter? But who in the hells?
Let this be a warning. Orin is the spark in a powder keg. We make an alliance, or the city is made ash. I will give you time to reconsider.
Tread carefully. Remember, you must do what it takes to survive, even if it means striking a deal with the enemy.
You're a dead man, or you're on your own, Gortash.
Oh, but I most certainly am not. Now, come. Be witness as I make history as the first Archduke of Baldur's Gate.
I have no interest in this sham of a ceremony.
Then allow me to peek it for you.
Your brain twists and stretches under the Watcher's gaze. The pain almost brings you to your knees before fading.
You will follow me, and you will show due respect.
Ugh.
Distinguished dukes, patriarchs, dearest Ravengard, I will heed your call. A new chapter begins.
Enver Gortash, swearest thou by Balduran's blade to defend the citizens of Baldur's Gate from enemies within and without?
I swear.
Swearest thou true faith and fealty to the same, by word, deed, and decree, so that none may suffer?
I swear.
Gathered guests, grant ye consent?
Prepare to object.
Don't. You will only invite his ire and your own death.
Yeah. You keep quiet only because we don't want to kill Will's father.
Enver Gortash, the council appoints
This really
you
sucks, though.
Archduke of Baldur's Gate.
My friends, the steel watch stands ready. Let its blade fall on any who would diminish our city. And you, honored guest, will find me in my office above when you return. Do not come empty-handed.
Also, I have no idea how we would have gotten out of this alive with these things. There are so many here, and he was able to have one of them suppress me to the point to where I almost passed out. Which does not make any goddamn sense to me at all.
So there you have it. Lord Enver Gortash in all his glory. What did you make of him?
Seems like an absolute fraud in a very nice coat.
Yeah. Fucker always had expensive taste. I don't know how anyone in this hall could fall for this charade. Isn't it obvious what a chancer he is?
Yeah, when people are scared, they'll do whatever it takes to feel safe. It sucks. But it's the reality.
And they expect these big metal monsters to tuck them in at night while the Absolute knocks on the gates. If only they knew the truth. The Dead Three orchestrated all of this. And it's working. I wish this city, the people running it, were smarter than me. Gortash isn't their salvation. He's the monster at the gate.
Yeah. Okay, so I have to find out who's the person in our camp. Ugh.
Something's not right about those steel watchers. I'm telling you.
A shapeshifter infiltrating our number. Like a cuckoo creeping into the nest. A dire threat, if Gortash indeed spoke the truth.
Have you heard from Thaniel as we moved in? Since we moved on?
I have. He speaks to me during my nightly meditations. He is well. And Oliver also. At times they are one, and at others they divide. Easier for playing, perhaps. And the land thrives also. I doubt you would recognize it. Perhaps one day, you and I can both return and see it for ourselves.
Hope you're keeping well, friend.
Can't ask him, huh? That's fine.
Fate spins along as it should. Dost thou require a new ally? Or mayhaps a resurrection instead?
Yeah, where's Arabella gone?
The girl has left to hew her own path. She left you a letter. Thou couldst read it, or thou couldst not. Such is the way of autonomy. Hast thou other business?
No. Didn't I already read the letter? I could have sworn I did.
If Gortash is to be believed, then even our camp isn't safe from Orin's influence. We might want to confirm the veracity of his claim, or at least clean up the mess.
Yeah, sure. When Mystra can't, she is a god. She would need other people to do it for her. But why not Ilminister? Sure.
I've no doubt she has the power to do so, but as for the permission, Ao would not look kindly on her meddling in mortal affairs. Divine intervention has a tendency to make things worse, not better. As for Elminster, he's saved the realms more times than legend can recount. But to take on a god is no easy feat, even for him. My orb is the best chance we have. And only I can wield it.
I was wondering about that mighty lord you told me about in your story. What mighty lord?
Ah, yes. Karsus. Karsus was perhaps the most powerful wizard that ever lived. The child who would be a god, the elves called him. And he tried. With a spell of his own devising, he endeavored to usurp in one fell swoop the power of the goddess of magic. Mistril, she was called then. Imagine what it must have felt like to be a god. To know yourself, to be untouchable, to be mistaken. As Karsus aimed his spell at her, she began to unravel, and with her, the entire weave. Too late did he realize what he had unleashed. It would have been the end of everything had not Mistril sacrificed herself. The goddess of magic is all magic. By dying, the entire weave was lost, and the spell that challenged a god failed. It was the end of Mistril. The end of Karsus and the end of an entire civilization. As the child who would be a god was turned to stone, his empire came crashing down around him. The floating cities of Netheril were no more. An event that came to be known as Karsus's folly.
Oh yeah, a bunch of flying cities requiring magic to be flying, and no more magic. So at that moment in time, all magic was gone? That's crazy.
For a spell, Mistril was reborn as Mystra. Upon her return, the weave returned with her. Now, so many centuries later, I try to follow in the footsteps of Karsus. Not to destroy Mystra, but to prove my love for her. I tried to control only a fraction of the magic that was unleashed that fateful day. I merely sought to return one tiny diamond to an imperfect crown. Gale's folly, one might call it. History, repetition. It's the way things go.
So, we have a
shape changer at our camp. Good luck finding her. You could watch out for anyone acting strangely, but, well, you know the lunatics we camp with.
Are you worried about Kezar finding out your back, which he probably already has?
I won't lie. The thought hardly fills me with glee. Even with my newfound advantages, he's still an incredibly powerful vampire. But he's arrogant, too. If he does hear I'm back, he'll try to take me and expose himself in the process. Then I'll be able to strike.
It does sound risky.
It's something of a gamble, true, but if I can win, if I can beat him, it would be worth any risk. So yes, I do worry about facing him. But if we can get his attention, finding the ritual's location will be much easier, and that could give me the edge I need.
Okay. I don't remember if doppelgangers get all of their memories. I'm pretty sure. I don't remember that. Will. So that's the thing, is that Will, everybody has been with me except for everybody over there. I just swapped Jahira for him for one moment. And Leazel has not been with me for a while. It could be the kid. That seems odd. Or the cat.
But please, don't look at me.
I brought my own paring knife. Now I just need some ingredients, and I'm gonna make something really good, I promise.
All right.
A true pleasure to watch you tell the Archduke exactly where to put his alliance. One cannot embrace a viper, only get entangled by it. And we learned something. One chosen thinks to send us against the other, while they sit safe behind their defenses. Good. Gedrick thought he was safe too.
Yeah, what do you think of his warning the doppelganger camp?
It would be irritatingly true to form, would it not? A Harper learns to doubt, to peer through every smile, question every look. Eventually, you find what it is you fear, whether it is there or not. When we cannot know, we can only trust. But then, that is exactly what a traitor in our midst would say. Isn't it?
So there might be another way to find Minsk.
There might be, but it's not a path I tread until we must. Let it wait until the city proper. Perhaps I'll have had a better idea by then.
All right. Karlach?
What's on your mind?
It's been a while since we connected, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, I had the same thought. So much has happened between then and now. Maybe we just got a little caught up in it all. But I'm not going anywhere. I've got plans for the future, you know, and they involve you.
I don't know, last person. Well, I guess I haven't talked to. Have I talked to Will since we got here? I find it difficult to believe it would be Will or Karlach, but you know.
Unthinkable. To see my own father named Gortash, the sole ruler of Baldur's Gate.
Yeah.
Please, we need to speak with him. Maybe he can see reason.
Could it be true that the Duke's Stelmane allied with the Emperor?
Mind flayers are like devils. They just sport tentacles rather than wings. Clever, manipulative, exploitative. The Emperor says he's a friend. I think we'd be fools to believe him. And maybe it's true. Maybe Stelmane allied with a mind flayer and subjected the city to their political will. Or maybe he made an offer she couldn't refuse.
Mizora said you can say what led to your pact and exile. It's time to know the whole truth.
Yes, but first a question. If your home were under siege, what would you sacrifice to save it?
Give my life if it meant keeping the residents safe.
As would I. And more. I was 17. Father, older Ravengard, had just been named a Grand Duke and was called away to Elturel to help settle a dispute. That's when the cult of the dragon made its move.
The cult of the dragon, a fractured religion. Some believers hold that undead dragons will inherit the world. Others worship the dragon goddess Tiamat and intend to summon her to Faerun.
Yeah, that'd be weird. Cult of the Dragon had inflicted Baldur's Gate to what end?
To conjure the Dragon Queen and lay waste to Baldur's Gate. A 10-day after Father left, I heard a whisper as I slept. Duskhawk Hill. The Queen of Chaos awakens. Go alone. I grabbed a rapier and set out. There wasn't a cloud in the sky, yet not a single star was shining. There they were, gathered at the foot of the hill.
Your head tingles. Will wants to show you what happened.
Fine.
In the looming shadow of the mount, 5 groups of 5 figures each encircle a lofty totem. Atop each totem, a dragon's head is carved, and a massive orb held in its mouth. The cultists chant, first softly, then crying to the starless sky. There is a crack of thunder, a gust of wind, and a dragon's white head appears in the storm. As the maelstrom howls, Mizora's lips press to your ear. She will destroy Baldur's Gate. Grant me your soul, and I will give you the power to save it, she whispers.
She read the terms while 2 devils stood witness, and I said yes. 1 soul for 1 city.
Surely Mizora doesn't care about Baldur's Gate. Why would you want to save it? Just eat your soul.
She didn't. She came on order of her mistress, Zariel. Tiamat made a play for power. Zariel had other plans. That was the most Mizora's ever said. All that mattered was that she got her prize. Another pet added to her warlock menagerie.
I find it hard to believe you took on 25 people. Unless they really sucked.
I had Mizora at my side, and the archdevil Zariel guided our hands that day. I burned with the fires of Avernus and oozed the rot of Dis. The cultists choked on our poisons and burned from our flames. And when we were done, all that remained were 5 grayed orbs atop a pile of ash. My soul was bound, and my lips were sealed.
Is that how you lost your eye in the battle with the cult dragon?
It is. The one scar I ever bore of it. Mizora replaced it with a sending stone. She uses it to track my location and speak from a distance. I could flee to the spine of the world, or the depths of the lower dark, and still never shake her.
What about your father?
He returned to an unsuspecting city and a wayward son with a smirking devil at his side. I tried to tell him the truth, but my mouth couldn't form the words. I'd led him to the battlefield, but Mizora had swept it clean. I showed him my stone eye, but he only turned away. After, he said only one word. Go. So I did.
Brave? I feel like you could have gotten Flaming Fist together and attacked them instead of trusting the devils, but you know, sure was brave.
I don't know that it was brave. I just know that it was right.
Sure. Okay. Hello, Laezel.
Our camp houses an imposter then. Say nothing. Trust no one. Not even me.
Out of anybody here, the only person I think would... Jaheira and her are the two I have trouble believing would get caught. They're the two that are least, like, just the most absurdly alert of everything. Well, how the fuck are we supposed to find out? Or is this just not the moment? Is there another, I guess, maybe when we sleep? Maybe when we sleep next. I don't know.